I'm Karen McCarthy and it's time to Karen-ize. Today's Friday when we do some crafting and I have a fun little makeover project. Something that I got at Dollar Tree that is, I don't know if you could say specific to a certain holiday, but at least leaning that way. But I'm going to totally transform it to a different holiday. So before I go into that, I just want to say thank you again to my subscribers and let's get into it. So I have seen this quite often at Dollar Tree and hadn't thought too much of it. I thought about making something at Valentine's Day and everything, but this year when I walked by, I saw a pumpkin. So we're going to turn this into a fall project. So the first thing I'm going to do, and I'm going to do this off camera just in case I cut myself, I'm going to use my X-Acto knife and just keep scoring this until I can snap that tip off, and then I will be back. Okay, so that didn't take too much, and I've got just a little bit to trim, and I think I can do that with my scissors. Yeah, once you get the biggest part off, it's easy to trim with scissors. It's just really thick cardboard, so it's not even wood. Trim that a little bit more. All right, let's get that cleaned up a little bit. Put that away before I have a disaster. And look, if you turn it this way, can you see the pumpkin? I'm going to take the twine out, and then I'm going to grab some paint, because of course I forgot to get, I was so excited to get started, I forgot to get all my supplies organized. So I'll be back again. All right, so I'm going to first just paint. I was trying to decide if I want to use this side or this side. I do want to use this side because I'm going to glue some moss onto that. So I'm going to do a really good coat of white over everything so that I have a more neutral base. And then I'm going to paint the pumpkin color. And I think I'm just going to paint this just a brown. I was going to leave it, but that hashtag there could cause an issue. So, rather than you watch me paint, I am going to get this all prepped and we will be back. Okay, we're ready for the next step. So I have, this is Anita's all-purpose acrylic in pumpkin. And where did I get it? I got it at Hobby Lobby. Wow, I got a good price, $2.99. It's a pretty big one. This is really old. It's Cracker Barrel brown oxide. So I don't know if that's a current color or not, but I have, if you've watched my videos, I have a ton of older paint that people have given to me. So I like it when people give me things. It's nice. I don't think I have to buy paint for a long time because I've got just about every color imaginable. Okay, so I'm going to paint this part down here brown. Just a real quick coat of brown. I'm going to just put, I think, this is my plan, is a bunch of Spanish moss or reindeer moss, whatever I've got on that, and maybe stick some little orange berries and things like that in the moss. So I don't have to cover it a lot. I just don't want white to be showing through. That's kind of cool. I like that streaky look. I kind of like that. Let's do just a little bit more. Okay, and I know I had another paintbrush. Can you sit in one place and lose something like I do? I must have set it down somewhere. Well, I'll just clean this out really well. Where's my paper towel? That almost looks like chocolate milk. Let's hope I don't get confused. I won't. Okay. Oh, I should have put that back in there before I cleaned the brush, but oh well. Let's shake it up a little bit. I love pumpkin colors. I love pumpkin spice. So if you don't like pumpkin spice and we were someplace where they had, I'd eat your pumpkin spice and you could have whatever else was left. So I love it. Okay. Let's just get along the edge here so I can paint faster. So tell me if you had any other ideas of something to do with this that didn't have anything to do with a heart, or even that did have something to do with a heart. It's for the, I guess, what was it say, Wi-Fi password? I stayed at a bed and breakfast one time, and they could have used one of these. I can't remember. I don't think they even had the Wi-Fi password written anywhere, and they forgot to give it to me. And they didn't have a TV. I mean, they had a TV, but they didn't have cable, so you had to hook your phone or your iPad or whatever up to the TV to watch TV, and it took me a couple of days to get the password. I mean, I had books to read, so I was okay, but I actually, before I was married, had my cable turned off. It was getting so expensive, and I didn't need it for sports or anything like that. And I could just hook my iPad up to my TV and go on to even the major networks. I think at that time, I don't know if it's that way now, but you could watch the current shows, but it was like a week or two behind, which I didn't care. Oops, I just got a little bit of orange there. I didn't care if it was behind. Now, do I like that streaky look, or do I want to do another coat? Let's see. I don't know. I think I'm going to let it dry and then see what I think. But I'm going to just very carefully clean this out again and paint just you can't see what I'm doing. I'm painting the top right here, just brown, so that white won't show through. I don't have to get it covered totally or anything, but whoops, not yet, not orange. Just cover up that stark white. Should have gotten a much smaller brush. And I really didn't need to make you watch me paint like this, but I'm almost done. Okay, now we will let that dry and come back to see if I want to do another coat of orange. Actually, if I do want to do another coat of orange, I will just do that off camera. You don't need to watch me paint. And then we'll come back and decorate. All right, so I've got it painted. I ended up doing, whoops, get this off of here so you can see. I'm doing 2 coats. And I got this off one of the big window cling sheets from Dollar Tree. I keep wanting to go the wrong direction. And I'm just going to Mod Podge that on here. So let me get some Mod Podge out. Whoa, probably don't need that much, maybe. So I'm just going to put a coat across the whole thing. That way it'll just all have the same finish. It dries clear, but it does change the finish just a little bit. Okay, now let's put this right in the center. And just use this little thing to make sure I've got all the air bubbles out. Okay, whoops, knock everything over. And then I'll just put some over the top so that it's glued on there nice and firm, I guess you'd say. And that way glitter will not get all over the place either, because it does have some glitter on it. Okay. Now, I was going to use hot glue, but I think I'm going to just use some Elmer's glue to glue the reindeer moss on. Let's see if I can get glue out. Well, there's the air. Come on. Yeah, I didn't think I could get it open. I'm not sure if Mod Podge would, well, let's just try it. Let's just put a thick coat of Mod Podge on and see if it'll work. I don't know, my glue containers always seem to get stuck. All right, I'll just put a nice thick coat on. I have a friend coming over in a couple of days for coffee, and I thought I would give this to her if it turns out nice, which it should. Okay, so now I'm gonna get this. Oh, this reindeer moss is nice and moist. Yeah, I don't think so. I think I'm gonna need some hot glue. Okay. It was worth a shot, but I don't know if it would. Tell me if you've ever used Mod Podge as glue, if it worked. Maybe if I would have let it dry. But I need it to sit up pretty quickly. Come on. I haven't used this reindeer moss before. I usually get Spanish moss. Kind of like this. Let's get some more glue here. It's hard to find the reindeer moss at my stores. I'm gonna have to look for it even harder because I like it. Come on. Man, this glue is not wanting to come out. Maybe I didn't have it warmed up long enough. Just get that all covered up. I'll have to do some trimming after it's nice and dry. Get it all off of this Mod Podge up here. There we go. Okay, now I have little berries and I have little flowers if I want to put something to decorate. Let me get a berry that's got a better stem. I don't know if I'm going to want those or not. Where are my wire cutters? Maybe just put 3 there. Do I want any flowers? Guess I put my scissors away. Maybe a flower in the middle and 3 berries on either side. Let's see what that looks like. I'll glue them in once I decide that that's what I want. I think I kind of do like that. Okay, so I'll just stick a little bit of glue down with each one so they don't fall out. Oops. Ah! I'm bringing the reindeer moss with me. There's those hot glue strings. All right, there it is. Put the jute twine back on. After this is all dried, I'll put that back on to hang it, although I think I'm going to glue a couple of Jenga block things on the back, so if she wants to just sit it on a shelf, she can. We'll see. I'll let you know. Okay, That's it for today, and I will talk to you later. This is the last fall craft I'm probably going to do because I need to get started on Christmas ones. So, see you next time, and thanks for tuning in.